That's good.
thriving.
We passed that.
rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everybody to our October 30th Board of Trustee meetings, and also welcome our live stream audience. Roll call, please.
Oh, yeah. Trustee Siamaka. Present. Trustee Sinneberry.
Here.
Trustee Heickel.
Present. All right, move into public comment.
Thank you. So real quick, I'll read the public comment guidelines. Public comment will be for a period not to exceed 30 minutes of the meeting. Residents or guests wishing to speak will be required to sign in on the sign-in sheet provided. Each person will be given 3 minutes to express their compliment or concern. Each person will be called to the podium in order listed on the sign-in sheet. Yielding the time to another person is not permitted. Respectful communication is expected by all people involved in the trustee meetings. If a person is not able to comment due to the 30-minute time limit, they'll be asked to email their compliment or concern to myself, the administrator, Pat Myers, at pmyers@blendonTWP.org. And we do have one person that has signed up, and that's Mr. Hanley. If you just come to the podium and state your name and address.
Sure. Paul Hanley, Hanly, 6474 Purple Finch Court, over in Sunbury Woods. About a year ago, I came up here and was talking to your predecessor about noise pollution. And I know folks who live over here, Bridge, it seems like the airport, now there's some things you can maybe look at, and other things you can't. Seems like the airport has lowered the altitude on its glide path, which means airplanes are landing on our backyards now. Sunbury Road in the nighttime sounds like a racetrack. With all the heavy traffic on Sunbury Road, the truck traffic on 161, 270 Sunbury Road, with all the engine brake. Now I asked John before if we could look into getting no engine brake signs put up on 161 between Strawberry Farms and, I don't know, Wheeling, and also on Sunbury Road between Dempsey and, I don't know, 161. I mean, at nighttime, with all the construction stuff going on, I mean, at 4 o'clock in the morning, these people, the big trucks are coming through, their engine brakes. And it just, I mean, it adds to the noise pollution of everything that's going on now. So I would like to ask again, if you folks could look into doing what, I know there's all kind of jurisdictions involved in it, but irregardless, everybody will benefit, everybody in this room lives in somewhere around that neck of the woods, with one exception, of course, the land. But irregardless, if we could, New Albany has no engine brake signs. Granville has no engine brake. Newark has no engine brake. Those are little birds. Those are birds that must have. If New Albany can get it, most likely somebody put a bug in somebody's ear up the chain of command, to get them out there. I think it would be nice. And again, it would cut down tremendously on the engine, on the noise. If in fact we could get those signs put up so the trucks don't come rolling down through there making all kind of racket. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hanley.
That's all we have for public comment.
Okay. Next will be trustee comments. Ladies, one of you want to begin?
I can just real quickly, I've been receiving a few more aqua bills. So the past 2 weeks, I think I received 3 more. That might have been due to the newsletter we sent out. So continue to please tell your friends, family members, anyone who has aqua, and don't forget to go out and vote.
Thank you.
I just have a couple. I want to remind everybody that this Sunday, daylight savings time ends. So remember to change your clocks Sunday morning.
And also that everyone should have received their fall newsletter by now, and it's chock full of information, so make sure you read it. All right, thank you. I have one additional information piece. Our 2025 calendar is in the printing stages. It's scheduled to be mailed mid-November, so keep your eye out in your mailboxes for that. Moving on to the fiscal report, the meeting minutes. Ladies, have you had the opportunity to review the minutes from the October 16th trustee meeting?
Yes, and I'll move to approve them as read.
I'll second.
All right, there's a motion on the floor and seconded to approve the meeting minutes from October 16th. Any discussion?
No.
Call for the vote, please.
Trustee Siemaka?
Yes.
Trustee Shineberry?
Yes.
Trustee Heichel?
Yes. Okay, purchase orders. Ladies, have you had the opportunity to review the purchase orders?
Yes, I'll move to approve the purchase orders as presented.
I'll second.
There's a motion on the floor and seconded to approve the purchase orders as presented. Any discussion?
No.
All right, call for the vote, please.
Trustee Siemaka?
Yes.
Trustee Shineberry?
Yes.
Trustee Heichel?
And last, the bills. Colleagues, have you had the opportunity to review the bills?
I'll move
Yes.
to pay the bills as presented.
I'll second.
And there is a motion on the floor and seconded to pay the bills as presented. Any discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Trustee Siemaka?
Yes.
Trustee Shineberry?
Yes.
Trustee Heichel?
Yes. All right, thank you. Back to administration, Mr. Myers.
Thank you. Just a couple things. First, as we all discussed in the previous meeting, House Bill 47 was passed, and it mandates AEDs in certain parks. One park that qualifies for us is Rougewood Park, so we will be putting an AED there. We received the AED today. The case that goes on it for weather protection and stuff should be here by the end of the week. And then Matt and I will be going down and looking what's the best place to put it. You know, we want to have the camera on it and different things like that, so we discussed it a little bit today. But along with that, all municipalities, localities, so townships, villages, counties, cities, are asked to adopt the Ohio Department of Health's Model Emergency Action Plan. I provided that to you. That was given to us by legal counsel. It came from the Department of Health. So I need you to pass a motion to adopt that, and then I'll put it on social media tomorrow. We'll also put it on the website for people to read. It talks about how to use the AED, when to use the AED, and things like that. Sim? Yeah, Chief? Okay, absolutely.
Okay. Do we have a motion, ladies?
Sure. I will move to adopt the Ohio Department of Health's Model Emergency Action Plan for use of an automated external defibrillator as Blendon Township's emergency action plan pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 755.13.
I'll second.
There is a motion on the floor and seconded to adopt the Ohio Department of Health's Model Emergency Action Plan for the use of an automated external defibrillator for Blendon Township's emergency action plan. Any discussion? Hearing none?
Trustee Siemaka?
Yes.
Trustee Shineberry?
Yes.
Trustee Heichel?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next on my list, we have a couple, I'm asking for a couple motions to hire. We had an opportunity, the three of you and myself, to interview several candidates for the senior center position being vacated by Sherelle Moment, who is retiring after, I think, 24 years of service here. She's excited. We were hoping to get someone in here November 1st. The person's start date, if you so wish to pass the motion today, is November 1st. She'll be here Friday, if all goes well, and I'll start her with orientation, meeting everybody here, getting her taught, kind of in the flow of things on Friday. We have a senior luncheon, have an opportunity for her to meet a lot of people at that. I did have a conversation with the seniors at the Mingle on Tuesday, just about the changes going on, and we're all excited, and that went very well, and so we're looking forward to bringing Valerie Shaw on board as the Senior Center Director. So I would ask for a motion to hire her with start date of Friday, November 1st.
I will move to hire Valerie Shaw as the Senior Center Director with a start date of November 1st, 2024.
I'll second.
There is a motion on the floor and seconded to hire Valerie Shaw as our Senior Center Director with the start date of November 1st, 2024. Any discussion?
Oh, good.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I would just like to say that we were very impressed with Valerie, and I'm positive she's going to be an asset to our staff. I think she's gonna fit right in.
I agree. We had a number of good people that we interviewed, but she had some really great ideas. As much as Sherelle will be missed, you get different ideas, different thoughts, and I'm very excited for what is ahead with her and us.
And I am too. All right, call for the vote, please.
Roll call, trustee Siamaka.
Yes.
Trustee Scheneberg.
Yes.
Trustee Heickel.
Yes.
Thank you. And probably the hardest job I've ever tried to fill in my entire life as a manager or hire manager, the part-time bus driver. Finding a part-time bus driver with CDL capabilities and, what's the passenger endorsement? Yeah, it was not easy. I think I got lucky. Found a gentleman by the name of Gary Meadows. Gary was a retired AT&T worker and drove heavy logistics machinery for them, and then, or logistics for them, and then went on to do some delivering and different things like that. And this just fit him really well. He wants to work 24 to 30 hours a week, so he'll be working 3 full days, and then the other part-time person will work 2 full days. So we'll have coverage with a bus driver every day of the week from 8:30 to 4:30. So I'm excited, and I would ask a motion to hire Gary Meadows as a part-time senior center driver starting Monday, November the 4th.
I move to hire Gary Meadows as part-time senior center driver with a start date of November 4th, 2024.
I will second that.
There's a motion on the floor and seconded to hire Mr. Gary Meadows as part-time senior center driver with a start date of November 4th. Any discussion?
No?
I'm very pleased, along with the fact that we were able to find somebody that was willing to do part-time that already had their CDL, so I think it's gonna work out great.
And I have a bit of discussion. Speaking of longevity, with our senior director retiring after 24 years, our driver was David Lilly. He was previously a Blendon Township Police Department officer, and then retired and came to our senior center to be a driver and to help. So he is retiring after 28 and a half years. So we have a lot of longevity with our staff, which is something that is wonderful for our community. It makes us feel very good.
Might be able to talk him into a 1099 situation. Calling for a couple trips here and there.
You probably could. I don't know about Mrs. Lilly.
Talked to him on the side a little bit about it, like maybe a trip here and there, if we need him.
You could try. That would be great. Okay, call for the vote, please.
Trustee Siamaka?
Yes.
Trustee Scheneberg?
Yes.
Trustee Heickel?
Yes.
Great. I really appreciate that. It's a lot off of all of our plates, getting those positions filled. And like you mentioned, Trustee Siamaka, we did have a lot of great people. It was not the easiest decision for everybody, I think so. But I think you guys made the right choice. I'm excited to bring her on and get her started. So that's all I have for my area. Unless there's something you need of me.
No, I'm ready to move on to maintenance, buildings, grounds, parks, and cemetery. Yeah, Newland.
Nothing to report this week. That's not true. Can I step in here real quick? You guys want to talk about itself a little bit. There's some things I put on social media today. We noticed at 2:30 yesterday afternoon, there was a catch basin that had been damaged. And within hours, the guys were out replacing that catch basin right at Caracal Court right there. And I think that if you look at other localities, that might have been a week, or it might have been 10 days, or it might not have been noticed just driving the roads and checking the roads and so forth. So I want to give a kudos to the whole service department, Matt, Chris, and Mitsu, for when they recognize something, it's not let's put it on the list and get it done. Let's get it done now. We'll get back to what we were doing and what is important. So I appreciate that. Sorry.
Thank you, Matt. And thank you for sharing, Pat. All right, Chief Belford.
Tomorrow night is trick or treat. Our extra officers will be out, and we're asking everyone to slow down, put their phones down, and watch out for the kids. We'll be handing out candy like they normally do. We'll be trying to make sure everybody's a safe trick or treat.
Thank you. And Chief Miller.
Just a couple of things. First of all, thank you for the AED in the park. Obviously, anytime somebody's in cardiac arrest, early defibrillation can literally mean the difference between life and death. So I hope it doesn't get used, but I'm also glad that it'll be there. The other thing I wanted to share too is we do training with a lot of our neighboring fire departments. East of Hoover Reservoir, we have some areas with limited hydrants. So Westerville, Blendon, Plain Township, and Harlan Township got together over in New Albany and did some tanker training. So just wanted to point that out. You know, we do work very close with our colleagues east of Hoover Reservoir, and they help us out quite a bit. So just wanted to share that. There was some a little bit of publicity about it on social media through Plain Township's Facebook page. So just wanted to share that with the board, and that's all I got. Thank you.
I have a question for Chief, if it's okay, Trustee Heichel.
Yes.
With the time change, people will be changing their batteries in smoke alarms.
Yes.
If someone's having an issue, if someone isn't capable, can they call?
Yeah.
And we can help them?
Yeah, you can call 614-901-6600, and absolutely, if anybody needs smoke detectors, if they're having trouble with their smoke detector, they can call that number Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Please don't call 911 for that, but yeah, you can call our non-emergency number and we'll get somebody scheduled to come out and help. So, thank you.
All right, thank you. Moving on to announcements, the only thing that hasn't yet been said is our next meeting is November the 6th. That is at 6:30 p.m., which is the same time, same location here, and also live streamed. So with that, I will make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
There is a motion on the floor and seconded to adjourn the meeting at 6:46 p.m. Call for the vote, please.
Trustee Siamaka?
Yes.
Trustee Chandler?
Yes.
Trustee Heichel?
Yes, and the meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, Pam and gentlemen, for joining us. You have a safe trip home and have a good evening. And Paul, we will check on that for you.
Yeah, what?
We will check on your comment and questions for you.
Thank you very much.
Sure, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
everybody's gonna benefit. I mean, not just,
I don't know if that was the chief or was Matt.
I'll get a hold of the county tomorrow.
For my
Okay.
and,
Chiamaka,
see what we can do.
CIA is Chia.